This is the Padres POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the San Diego Padres. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
What is up, San Diego? Welcome to your Padres POSTCAST. My name is Jim Grieshaber. Call me Grease, and man, oh man, what a night in San Diego. The Padres scored 9 runs in the last 3 innings of the game, and they just explode late, sending everybody out of Petco happy right into the gas lamp with a 10-4 win over the CUBS. And I know it's a Monday, but gas lamp, and you beat the Cubs. You know what I'm saying? So 14-3, best record in baseball, 11-0 at Petco. What a night for the San Diego Padres. Fernando Tatis Jr. with the 2 homers, and they get the job done. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. This is your Padres POSTCAST, and it starts right now on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. First things first, I Grease freaks all the honeys, dummies, playboy bunnies, those wanting money. But aside from that, I need to thank you for being here every night. You everydayers, you know this. If you're new, welcome. We love you. Bienvenidos aquí. We love you, and we appreciate you being here, the best part of this network. But day in and day out, baby, we're here right after the game with the POSTCAST. It's been a fun job this year. Think about this, right? 17 shows so far this year. This is the 14th one. Victory, Johnny Drama. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thank you so much for being here, making us your first watch/listen. We are free right here on YouTube. Locked On Padres POSTCAST. We are free wherever you get your podcast. That means Spotify. That means Apple. That means iHeart. That means wherever you get it. You know what I'm saying? And we are free. You know, with OTT, yeah, you know me, this whole party. And it's been a party this year. We are free on OTT, on Roku as well. Tonight's episode brought to you by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances like the Padres are taking control of the NL West with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKDOWNMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year with Monarch Money. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease, Padres POSTCAST. We got a lot going on tonight. Let's get right to it. What do you say?
This is what you'll be talking about.
Talking about this, I will be talking about this to you. By the way, smash that subscribe. Come on and hit that bell so you'll get the alerts when you know where you're coming your way with more content. Javi and myself, and of course, ring my bell. I don't mind playing guitar. There's no guitar in that song. But come on into the chat and say what's up to your boy as well. A lot of celebrating going on in San Diego this year. Look at Tatis, man, and a rise with a big game tonight. What a nice night for the Padres. 11-0 at home, 10-4, good buddy. You know what I'm saying? Fernando Tatis Jr., 2 home runs, scored the go-ahead run on a wild pitch. I mean, they're 11-0 at home. Opener of a 3-game series. Look, they just lost 2 out of 3 to the Cubs. Harry Carey. 14-3, best record in the majors. You know what I'm saying? 2 outs in the 3rd inning. Fernando hits one deep and outscores on a wild pitch in a 3-run 7th. Look, he drove in a run on a double play ball yesterday. The guy just makes things happen on the field. As you know, his 6 home runs, tied with 7 other players for the big league lead. 5 in his last 6 games for 30, and 12th career multi-homer game. Luis Arias homers as well. 2nd of the season for the Padres first baseman. Back-to-back, like it's Drake. Back in 2016. They ain't back-to-back anymore. But 3-1 lead for the Cubs in the 4th inning. Michael Busch, 2-run homer off of Dylan Cease, who has ceased to be an ace or a great pitcher so far this year, but maybe they need to get him right. But so far, so good for the bullpen and everybody around Dylan Cease, who has not had quality starts so far this season. But, you know, I mean, Manny Machado made an error tonight. He doesn't usually commit errors. But, I mean, look, a 37-inning scoreless streak for San Diego's bullpen ended tonight, right? All the way back to the 3rd inning last Wednesday against Oakland, and they shut the Padres out. Think about it. They shut the Padres out 3 games over the weekend. So that's the pitching staff overall in general, and just so many things. Morejon pitching himself out of a jam tonight. That heavy-ass sinker, man. 97 with the sinker just dropping, and you just take that thing to Pound Town. All you're doing is pounding it right into the ground. And you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, look, Gavin Sheets with a couple RBIs tonight on a blooper. Interesting, right? 67 homers at Petco Park for Tatis. Manny Machado has 91, but Tatis passed Adrian Gonzalez for second on that list. And a big win tonight, by the way, for the Pods, because you keep the momentum. You've won 6 in a row now. You're 11-0 at home. But on top of that, you come back. You were down 3-1 in this game. Come back. And the biggest thing about this win is you're playing with house money. Now, I've had 3 relationships in my life. I was with my ex-wife for 25 years, my ex-girlfriend for 8 years, and my current girl for 3. None of them understand the concept of house money, right? You go to one of the casinos around town and you go in there, you buy in for $100. You get up to 500, you lose the 4 back, you have 100 still, you're even, right? You're even. No, you go home and you tell them that, and they're like, no, you were up 400, you lost 400. You don't understand the concept of house money. How it applies here, house money all night long. House money, you won game 1. House money, you're playing from ahead. House money, you had to get the game in the bag that Imanaga doesn't start. That's the key against the Cubs this year. Obviously, this dude's 2-1 with a 2.7. He's legit beast, shut you down last week. So Shota Imanaga is going to pitch tomorrow. Randy Vasquez for the Cubs, who has been really good. But when you're facing the other team's ace in the middle game of a series, you steal the first one, you're playing with house money. And that's how it goes right now for the Pods. Come on in, say what's up in the chat. Jim Grieshaber, call me Gries, Gries on social media. 11-0 at home, 14-3 overall. And you need it. You need it, right, to stay ahead of the Giants. You need it to stay ahead of the Dodgers and the D-bags whenever they start balling out. You know what I mean? So these wins are crucially important right now, but you know, the red hot starts of the Giants and the Dodgers along with it to coincide, you don't have room for error. You got to keep your foot on the gas. And that's one thing I love about this right now. From the start of the season, the Padres have had their foot on the gas. When they're on the base pass, they're always looking to take that extra bag. In the field, they play aggressively. Pitchers go at the hitters, no matter what the count, no matter what the situation. Morejon, his performance tonight was brilliant, man. That was inspiring, watching him pitch himself out of a jam. When he clearly didn't have command and he didn't have his best stuff tonight, he pitches his way out of the jam, and you just love that because you can't teach heart. You can't teach guts. You can't teach passion and drive and discipline to be the best. You can't teach that. This team has that oozing out of every pore. Yeah, you have your talent. You're not going to win without it. Machado is one of the best third basemen on the planet. You're not going to find better, right? Luis Arraez, best hitter in baseball for average, probably, right? Fernando Tatis Jr., overall talent, 5-tool player. Who are you going to? You're starting a team right now. Who are you going to pick over him? Who are you going to pick over him besides Shohei? How many? Mookie Betts? How many guys are you going to pick over him? How many guys are you going to pick right now? Aaron Judge? How many guys are you going to pick to start a team? Right? And this is how I always tell my kids and anyone. I've been a sports talk guy for years. Shout out ESPN Radio. I'm at the top of the game, right? The one thing I always tell my kids, no matter what, is you can't beat real talent. When real talent works hard, you can't beat it. But it's very rare that that's the case. You can outwork that talent and be better. I believe that the Padres have that variable. I believe that the Padres are going to outwork you. I believe that they're going to press you, put that pressure on you. I just think they're going to be there in the end. I mean, they're the only team in the playoffs last year that had a lead on the Dodgers in a series. In a series, they were up 2-1. Don't forget that. Don't forget that, man. They're loaded for bear, too, with this rotation. Still haven't seen Darvish. Musgrove's out for the year, right? And this is what we get. This is what we get, 14-3 so far. It is your Padres Postcast, 10-4, San Diego with the win tonight. Huge performance by the Padres in the late innings. I mean, just pouring it on the Cubs. They were down 3-1. They were up 1-0 in the bottom of the third. They took the lead there. The Cubs scored 3 times in the fourth. It was 3-1 Cubs until the sixth. It was Padres scored 2, but still they had 2 strikeouts in a row with runners on second and third. And you're like, just get the damn bat on the ball. Anything will get them home. Come on. They couldn't get him home. Never fear. They were about to score 7 more in the next 2 innings. All right. We have some amazing offers, some incredible companies that partner with us that we are able to pass on to you. So I'm going to tell you about those real quick. And then when I come back, I'm not really going anywhere, but you know what I'm saying. I'm doing commercials. I'm going into my alter ego, salesman Jim. But Here's where we go from there. We're going with the box score. We're going with more deep analysis of how they scored the runs and how they got it done in this game. We're looking ahead to the rest of the series. And, of course, we've got the star of the game, the turning point, all that and more. Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team, yours every day. And I love the word wonderful, right? Who doesn't love the word wonderful? It's full of wonder. And if you're looking for a snack that's delicious, nutritious, and full of wonder, crack into a good source of protein with Wonderful Pistachios. Is there any other type of pistachio than Wonderful? No. Wonderful Pistachios, one of the highest protein nuts, each 1 ounce serving. I'm talking 1 ounce, 1 OZ, 6 grams of protein, giving you over 10% of your daily value. That's just a 1 ounce serving, right? Plus, they're packed with fiber, better for you, unsaturated fats to help you keep feeling better longer. I love the no shells variety, but I also love the crack open that shell. You know what I mean? Whether I'm snacking at my desk, I'm on a road trip, or I just need a quick protein boost, they're always my go-to. And if you love cracking open every shell, that satisfying little crunch, yeah, the in-shell options are a classic favorite as well. All 9 essential amino acids right there in that beautiful, wonderful goodness, all right? The protein punch is right there for you. Very easy to snack on these things. It's like a meditation. So whether you're running between meetings, dropping off the kids, Wonderful Pistachios are the snack that works as hard as you do. So get snacking, get cracking with the snack that packs a protein punch. Visit Wonderful Pistachios to learn more about Wonderful Pistachios on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And your Padres POSTCAST tonight, also brought to you by Monarch Money. Now, I get really excited when I get to tell you about Monarch Money because, look, we all need a little bit of help here and there. You just got to let the ego go and realize, hey, they have things for this. There's an app for that, right? And even for this, think about it right now. You ever check your bank account and wonder, where did all my money go? There's no way this is my balance. I demand an investigation. Well, between dining out, online shopping, entertainment, Padres going 11-0 at home, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in, your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances, right? It's not just a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending all in one place. So you stop just managing your money and you start building wealth, right? You get surprising insights with Monarch Money, right? When I started using it, I realized that's a fancy way of saying you're blowing too much cash. I realized how much I was spending on food delivery. Now I budget smarter and save more for Petco for home games. All in one convenience. Instead of juggling multiple apps, you can use Monarch to check your finances, track spending, and even plan long-term goals. You can collab easily. This is a dangerous slope with the spouse, with the partner, whatever the me is supposed to. Managing money with your partner is smoother than ever. You can track shared and personal accounts, set goals, and stay on the same page without the stress. That's what my lady does, except it stresses me out. She's like, you spent this. And I'm like, I know, Monarch Money. Thank you. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com. monarchmoney.com. Code LOCKEDONMLB for half off your first year with Monarch Money on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. And there you have it. I got to have it. I got to have it. Look at this, right? The Padres. I mean, how much better could this be? How much better could it be? You lost 2 out of 3 in Chicago, right? And you lost 1 to the A's. How? I don't know, on the minor league field. But, man, it's 10-4 tonight. You beat the Cubs. You're 2-2 against them on the season now. Coming off the shutout sweep over the Rockies. And I would say, and you hit me up in the comments and let me know what you're thinking. And while you're at it, smash the subscribe and hit the bell so you get the alerts when, we're coming your way with more content. But you tell me, what's been the most pleasant surprise, the thing that has you more excited than anything about the Padres start this season? I mean, Tatis has the 6 dingers. You have to have thought that he was going to, moving him up to the leadoff spot, brilliant by Schilt. Brilliant maneuver to put him there. And to take a batting champ and move him down a spot, having a number 2 hitter like Arise, he's the best number 2 hitter in baseball. And then you have Fernando at the top getting the most ABs, making things happen with all that talent, all those tools, all that speed, all that power, all that havoc that he creates. You know what I mean? So he wreaks havoc. And I love him in the leadoff spot. He doesn't strike out. He's an anomaly, right? He's a unicorn Sasquatch. Fernando Tatis Jr., 5 tools all up in your grill, night in and night out. And so when I think about him, I think about greatness. And then you got Rise, the best 2-hitter in baseball. Manny in the 3-hole, come on. You know what I'm saying? And, when Action Jackson comes out, Jackson Merrill, when he's playing again at Cronenworth, I mean, look, they're winning these games with those guys out. They're winning these games, and they were down 3-1 tonight. It wasn't the offense. I think the best bright spot on this team so far has been the bullpen. Without a doubt, it's been the bullpen. And then Tatis, number 2. But the starting pitching, if you think about the starting pitching, what Vasquez has done, what Pivetta has done, even Zacatec. You know what I'm saying? Zacatec's been killing it too. So you really appreciate that. Cease has ceased to give you great pitching. I don't know what's going on there. And King's been up and down. You'd have told me like King would be up and down and Cease would be ceasing to perform and they'd be here right now in this position. Man, that bullpen's good. Man, that watching Morejon pitch out of that self-inflicted jam tonight, I was pumped, man. I'm throwing things. I mean, I'm that kind of fan. I am that kind of fan. All right, you're watching Padres POSTCAST on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. Jim Grieshaber, call me Grease. Couple of things to do before we get on out. Want to remind you, too, that we are free on YouTube. We are free on Roku. You know, with OTT. Yeah, you know me. This whole party. 14-3. See how I did that? I'm an MC. Oh, there's another one. I'll keep going all night long. It's not even right. But look at it. It's free. Okay, and we're free wherever you get your podcasts. Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, iHeart, Apple. You know what I'm saying. We ain't playing. Couple things to do before we get on out. First things first, give you these.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
All right, so the Padres took the lead. Actually, they tied the game in the bottom of the 6th. Couple of strikeouts there with runners in scoring position to leave it where it was. But in the 7th inning is when this game really turned. And that was when Fernando Tatis Jr., when they took the lead, right? They took the lead on a wild pitch. Tatis Jr. scores on a wild pitch by Pearson. Luis Ariz goes to third on the same play. But really, you talk about the home runs that he hit to. You talk about the big plays and the big innings and all those things. But in reality, it's the little things that make the biggest difference in these games. It's the little things that put you into the win column night in and night out. It's the little things that have you there at the end of the season, ready to do some damage. So before Gavin Sheets could come up and hit that bloop single to score Ariz and Machado, who had been intentionally walked, Tatis Jr. had to draw the walk. This is the thing about him. He grounds into a double play to knock in a run yesterday. He hits to the right side on hit and runs. He'll drop the bunt down when you need it. He hits 2 home runs tonight. You know what I'm saying? So he walks to lead off the 7th, right? Pearson's on the mound. He's like, his sphincter is nice and tight going, shoot, man, this is Tatis leading off this inning. So then what happens? Tatis walks. Ariz hits that bullet down the first base line, and it's a fair ball. It's a double. Machado intentionally walked to load the bases, and then bam, a wild pitch. Why? Because Tatis is playing games with you, because the pressure's on, because you're aggressive on the base pass. And then Gavin Sheets hits a blooper. Base hit, 2-run score. And just like that, shout out to my boy Mike Goldberg, it's 6-3. And then what happens? Hey, man, Tatis rips a bomb to left center. Bang, 2-run shot after Diaz walks to start the inning. And then Ariz comes up right after. Bang, down the right field line. It's 9-4. Iglesias drives one in later. And think about guys like Iglesias and Gonzalez and what they're doing in the lineup right now. So your turning point tonight was legitimately when they took the lead in this game, right? And it was Tatis drawing the walk and coming around to score on a wild pitch, because then you just open the floodgates. So beautiful job by Tatis yet again tonight. I mean, he's just a phenomenal player all the way across the board. And I mean, look, if you're a Padres fan, one of the things you just say is, we have him and you don't. All right, one more thing to hit before we get on out. Get on up. Get on out.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Should we? Shall we? Shan't we? Player of the game. I mean, look, the Dylan Cease wasn't bad tonight. 5 2/3, 7 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned. I mean, he fought, he battled. I have to mention him because he kept you in the game. The bullpen was phenomenal again tonight, although Adam gave up a run. What? Yeah, no, right? And then Peralta had the scoreless inning in the ninth. But when you're thinking about this team tonight and you're really, it's the top of the order. I mean, Sheets was 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs in the 4 spot. But other than that, I mean, look at Manny Machado, right? The guy's 1 for 3, but he walks twice and scores 3 runs in 3 hole. Luis Ariz tonight, 3 for 5, 2 runs scored, and a home run. Yeah, he had a great game as well. But the player of the game, you know what I'm saying? Come on. I mean, come on. Come on. There he is again. 2 home runs tonight. He had the walk. He scored the go-ahead run. You know what I mean? He hits the home run early. He hits the home run late. He's got 6. He's hitting 361. His on-base percentage is 429. The stolen bases are just absurd for him. It's just amazing to watch this guy night in and night out. So 2 for 4, 3 runs scored, 3 RBIs, 2 home runs, a walk. I mean, come on. Fernando Tatis Jr. is your player of the game tonight. It's not even close. He is the man. It's his world, and we're just living in it. But he is killing it right now. Great job by the Padres. And look, tomorrow you got another big matchup against the Cubs, 6:40 first pitch. And, of course, you have got Randy Vasquez in a rematch with Shota Imanaga. Imanaga won that one in the opener of the Cubs series at Wrigley last week. And now you got Vasquez coming on in to face him again, this time at home. So the Cubs are at -145, Pods at +120. Oh, man. Underdog tomorrow for a 14-3 team. It's 11-0. At home, the total's 7.5, -1.5 on the under, +1.5 on the over. We'll be here right after the game with the Padres Postcast on the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day. We are free wherever you get your podcasts. That means Spotify. That means Apple. That means iHeart and so many more. We're free on YouTube and we're free, with OTT. Yeah, you know me, this whole party on Roku. And then when you're done with us, Locked On Padres podcast with Javi day in and day out, myself after the games. Come on. You can't do any better than that, San Diego. But if you want more, El Baseball. Yeah. Thank you for making us your first watch / listen. But for your second one, check out the all-new Locked On MLB Game Night. Every game, every night, all season long. Local analysis on a national scale. Find MLB Game Night on Locked On MLB on YouTube or wherever you listen to podcasts. That's all there is, San Diego. There is no more. 10-4 Padres, 14-3, 11-0 at home. We'll talk to you tomorrow night after Game 2 of this series against the CUBS at Petco. What a time to be a Padres fan. Keep your game tight and your mind right. Don't hurt anybody out in that gas lamp now. Enjoy yourself and make it a Padres night. We'll talk to you tomorrow, San Diego. Adios.